Congratulations on the start of your Navy journey. I am truly proud of each and every one of you. Today, only 0.5% of Americans are serving in active duty, but those of you who have chosen to serve are starting a time of adventure, education, and financial benefits that can only be found in the United States Navy. Growing up in Puerto Rico, I thought about all the opportunities the Navy had offered. And as an admiral today, I look back with amazement. Now it is your turn to reach your dreams. Congratulations and welcome to the Navy.
Greetings from Fort Knox, Kentucky. I'm Major General Kevin Vereen. I'm the Commanding General for the United States Army Recruiting Command. And I just want to talk to our future soldiers and welcome you all as you embark upon this incredible journey of serving as a soldier in the United States Army, one of the most diverse organizations in the world. I am proud to serve with each and every one of you, and I look forward to all the accomplishments that you will make in your Army career. Again, thank you for joining the best team, the United States Army. Welcome to our team, Army Strong. Hooah.
I'm Captain Richter Tipton, the commanding officer of the U.S. Coast Guard's Recruiting Command. I want to thank you for your decision to join the United States Armed Services. I know this last year hasn't been easy, but the resilience and dedication that you have demonstrated to get this far will be an asset to the Coast Guard and our great nation. I also want to thank your parents, teachers, and community members who have offered support along the way. Your mentors deserve my gratitude. By raising your hand and taking the oath, you have joined a long line of volunteers who are interdicting drugs at sea, saving lives, and protecting the waterways that are so important to America's economic prosperity. Congratulations to the class of 2021. I want to thank you for joining my Coast Guard family, and Semper Paratus.
Greetings. I am Major General Jason Bohm, the Commanding General of Marine Corps Recruiting Command. I want to congratulate each of you on your enlistment in the armed forces. America still needs its heroes, young men and women like you, people willing to answer a call and to be part of something greater than themselves, to be dedicated to taking on tough tasks to defend those who can't defend themselves and preserve our and our family's way of life, to be men and women of honor who demonstrate moral and physical courage, warriors willing to sacrifice for the greater good. Thank you for choosing to serve our great nation. May God bless you all. Semper Fidelis.
Everyone wants to make a difference in the world, and you've each chosen a path where you can do exactly that. I'm Major General Ed Thomas, and I lead recruiting for the greatest air and space forces in the world. By choosing to be an airman or guardian, you have signed on for a life of purpose where you'll make your mark doing amazing things around the world with some of the best people you'll ever meet. And no matter which of our 200 career fields you join, all we need for you is to bring the best you've got. So on behalf of the United States Air Force and the United States Space Force, we look forward to seeing you on the flight line or on the launch pad. Semper Supra and aim high.
Hi, this is Governor Greg Abbott. Congratulations to the high school class of 2021. And thank you to all of the young men and women who have made the selfless decision to enlist in the United States military. You have answered a higher calling to serve our nation and to defend the values that make America the greatest nation in the history of the entire world. This decision will provide countless opportunities and experiences that will not only serve you well in the military, but also throughout your entire lives. I also want to thank your families for the role that they continue to play in raising selfless and responsible young men and women like you. Thank you also to your teachers and community members for the encouragement and the support that they provide. We are so proud of you and grateful for your decision to serve our nation. May God bless you in this journey, and may He forever bless the United States of America.
Good evening, and welcome to the second annual El Paso Our Community Salutes High School Recognition Ceremony. My name is Paul Albright. I am the Chief Military Officer for the City of El Paso's Division in Veteran and Military Affairs. I will serve as tonight's Master of Ceremonies for today's event. This evening, we pause to recognize the courageous young men and women from our community who have decided to place their country first by volunteering to join our United States Armed Forces. Today, less than 1% of eligible men and women between the ages of 18 and 24 take the oath to enlist. Tonight, we pay tribute to our part of the 1%. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and remove your hats while our local veterans from the Benvenides-Patterson All-Airborne Chapter of the 82nd Airborne Division post our national colors and remain standing for the signing of the national anthem by Specialist Pierre Marie Colton from the 1st Armored Division.
Left, freeze that.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's holy light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order. Right, please. Forward, march. Left time, march. First, hope. Right, peace. Post the colors. Freeze that. On. Order. On. Left. Please. Forward. March.
Please be seated. Please watch the following video from the founder and president of our Community Salutes, Dr. Kenneth Hartman.
Hi, I'm Ken Hartman, founder and president of Our Community Salutes, and I want to welcome you to the virtual Our Community Salutes High School Enlistee Recognition Ceremony in your community. 12 years ago, I was serving on a local school board when I discovered that we were doing nothing to recognize the kids in my community who were graduating and enlisting directly in the military. So I started Our Community Salutes, and 12 years later, we have Our Community Salutes ceremonies all over the country. We have honored thousands of high school enlistees. Unfortunately, this year, COVID has prevented us from doing many face-to-face ceremonies, so we're bringing this ceremony to you today virtually. So it seems only fitting that I stand here today in front of Independence Hall here in Philadelphia, where our founders put a new country before themselves, not unlike what our new enlistees are doing right now. And now it's your turn. Please come to our website at ocsusa.org. Find out how you can get involved with your local OCS community. And make sure you check out OCS Connect, which is our portal full of information useful to new enlistees and their parents to help you make that successful transition from school into the military. And finally, I want to thank our local and national partners, for without their support, this ceremony would not have been possible. So enjoy the ceremony, and again, congratulations.
At this time, I would like to introduce our first guest speaker. Unfortunately, due to a last-minute competing requirement, our El Paso City Mayor, Mayor Oscar Leeser, is not able to join us in person tonight. However, he has provided this message for you and your families.
It's my honor to be here today to recognize these incredible young men and women who have made extraordinary choice to serve our country. In El Paso, we are so close to our neighbors in New Mexico that we really consider ourselves one family. This region as a whole is a community that is deep-rooted in the sense of family and service. We are for each other, we help each other, and we encourage each other to succeed. We have a sense of family that's very unique to us. We are honest, hardworking people with value, a sense of pride in who we are, a sense of duty that I am certain led to this moment in your lives. My dad was a World War II veteran. The sense of pride his service instilled in him carried him for the rest of his life. He was proud to be part of the military, and I have to tell you, the habits he learned lifted him up during the happy and difficult times. The disciplined sense of community, the feeling of being part of something larger than yourself, the service to our country and the way of life. It is one of the most honorable things you could have chosen for your future. In El Paso, we have a beautiful tradition to light the star on the mountain for our military when they come home, and we will light it for you as you make us proud. Thank you for choosing to serve our country, and thank you for representing us so well, and thank you for being the bright future of our beautiful Southwest.
Thank you for that message, Mayor Leeser. Leaving home is never an easy task. And for the parents and guardians staying home and watching a loved one depart is equally as difficult. My son left for the Army last year, and as a Blue Star parent, you can be rest assured that you are not alone in this journey. We commend you for your bravery and for your support. Please watch the following video.
My name is Anita Fleming. I am a mom of 2 and a grandmom of 4. My son is in the Air National Guard. My father was World War II veteran, and my husband, Army National Guard. We have military in our blood, and I'm just so proud to be a Blue Star mom.
Hi, my name is Jenny Mars. I'm a 2-star Blue Star mom. In 2013, my son Cole joined the Navy.
My name's Frank Kowaleski. I had a son, Patrick Kowaleski, who served in the U.S. Air Force for 6 years. I connected with our community salutes when he was honored at a ceremony in Cherry Hill. We really came to meet other parents who were in a similar situation, but also members of the military and well as members of the community.
My name is Melinda Kane, and I'm the Gold Star mother of Lance Corporal Jeremy Kane. Jeremy was killed in Afghanistan on January 23rd, 2010. After September 11th, Jeremy, who was 14 years old at the time, had decided that he was going to join the military. His friends were incredibly supportive, incredibly proud of him. I think it's incredibly important to recognize those who are graduating from high school and have made that decision to go on to the military. That acknowledgement needs to be there. What they are doing is an enormous sacrifice, and if it were not for these brave young men and women, our nation would be very different.
Our Community Salutes is such a great program. It gives the community an opportunity to come together to be the first to say thank you to our next generation of veterans.
I was stressed. He was stressed. I didn't know what was going on. Boot camp was, waiting for a letter, anything I could get. In 2016, my daughter enlisted in the Navy, and we were introduced to our Community Salutes.
Everyone we talked to said, I want to know about this. What can we do to help? Our Community Salutes is a great organization that recognizes these high school seniors that are watching all of their peers, when they are the less than 1% that are raising their hand to protect our freedom.
I often say the home of the free because of the brave. And it's very true because they are brave, very brave, braver than I could be.
When I see one of my ceremonies filled with parents and their children and members of the community saying thank you, and the beams that are on these faces and how proud these young men and women feel, it's so important for us to be able to say we've got your back. Because if we're not, then what does anything matter?
OCS Connect has been able to develop information and guides and some roadmaps to help not only the enlistees but parents. Our goal is to give Blue Star parents great resources to help their sons and daughters as they enter or depart their military career. We will look after them and take care of them as if they are members of our own family.
These next generation veterans need to know that no matter what differences we may have, we're all Americans and we support them 100%.
Every year when I look at young men and women walking forward at our community salutes, I find someone that looks like Jeremy. I only imagine that he had that opportunity to say, here I am, this is what I've done. He embodied what the Marines are today, and that is kind, gentle souls who care about their community, their families, the lives of people in our nation, and are willing to step forward and put their life at risk.
Please welcome the 1st Armored Division and Fort Bliss Command Sergeant Major Michael Williams.
Mayor Leeser, Judge Samaniego, Mr. Gus Rodriguez, Mr. Carl Dwyer, Mr. Scott Albright, fellow service members, enlistees, and parents, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak to you today. I would also like to say thank you to the city of El Paso, our community salutes, for putting this event together, the 2nd annual Community Salutes event, for hosting it live as well as Facebook so that everyone can attend despite the presence of COVID. So we're here tonight to recognize and to honor our newest enlistees and their commitment to serve in the armed forces of the United States. I would also like to recognize and say thank you to all of the parents who are preparing to say goodbye, at least for now, as the person they've watched grow up takes a brave step into their future and the future of our country. This community event shines a light on these individuals and their families who are stepping forward to ensure that the way of life we enjoy as Americans remains secure. So why would anyone want to join the military? This is a question that was asked of me 30 years ago by my own parents, and was probably asked recently by the parents of some of our most recent enlistees as well. After all, as you've heard, only about 1% of Americans make the choice anyway, so why did you do it? This is a question that needs to be answered, I think, by anyone joining the military. Every new enlistee is a unique person and has a story to tell about why he or she joined. As for myself, when I joined as a restless young man, I wanted to get out and travel, see the country, see the world, and I wanted to see what was out there and wanted to earn a little money for college while serving my country. So off I went. I can still remember standing in my first formation on April 3rd at Fort Knox, Kentucky, some 30 years ago. I was 20 years old, far away from home, and the rain was coming down in 45-degree angle sheets. I remember our drill sergeants. They were larger than life and appeared to be completely impervious to cold, heat, or rain. I also recall thinking that I wasn't really sure what was about to happen, but whatever it was, I was all in. It was in basic training that I found my limits and learned how to push past them. I learned that the only person who can set limits on me is myself, and I learned how to get out of my own way. I also learned that through teamwork, together, we can accomplish anything. It was also there that for the first time, I really started to believe in myself and began to understand who I really was. I didn't realize it then. but that was the beginning of the adventure of a lifetime. Since that day, I've made lifelong friends that I will call my brother and my sister forever. I have traveled to 14 different countries on 4 continents and have memories and experiences to last 100 lifetimes. Over the span of my career, I've seen the Army grow and change into what it is today, and I have never been more proud to serve as a member of it. In today's Army, we place the soldier center stage as the single most important resource we have. In today's Army, it is the diversity brought by these soldiers of every race, creed, religion, gender, orientation, and walk of life that make it so great. It is an Army that has the advantage of listening to and learning from over 480,000 different perspectives that the active component alone brings. It is an Army where every soldier has the opportunity to become their best self, excel, and rise as a leader who will take the Army into the yet unwritten future. There are those who would try to discourage you from making the decision and the commitment to serve in the military. Some would tell you the military is only for uneducated people. I would tell you that soldiers in today's armed forces are better educated than ever. In fact, through the use of tuition assistance programs available to the military, a soldier can obtain a college degree with no cost and without incurring massive student loan debts. Specifically to that point, I obtained my own bachelor's degree while on active duty at no cost to myself, just like many, many other soldiers have. Some people may try to tell you the military is for people with no skills or talents. To that, I would tell you that the United States military needs people of an incredibly diverse range of skills and talents, and that we provide the training you need to make them count. Plus, many of these skills translate directly into jobs outside of the military for whenever you decide to end your military service. We train people as mechanics, welders, law enforcement officers, paralegals, x-ray technicians, dental assistants, musicians, satellite system operators, computer programmers, carpenters, you name it, chances are we train it and employ it. But let me name some of the other skills we teach in the armed forces that I think are also worth mentioning. We also teach financial responsibility, self-sufficiency, effective communication, organization, planning, management, problem solving, teamwork, leadership, integrity, and the ability to perform under pressure. It is the incredibly wide range of different skills and talents we possess in the military that is just part of how we are able to deal with any situation that comes along that might threaten our loved ones or our way of life. You may also hear people tell you that in the military you are just a number, a faceless, nameless person in a crowd of others, and that no one really cares what happens to you. That is simply not true. Every member of the armed forces is a precious resource. It is the members of our armed forces who are devoted and developed into the leaders that will protect our nation in the future. So if you're a parent and you're nervous about your son or daughter being well cared for, I can assure you that the armed forces will stop at nothing to protect them and provide for them every resource they need to be successful. We are constantly looking at how we can better provide for the quality of life and security of those who have chosen to serve. For our newest enlistees, I understand being nervous about leaving for basic training. I've been there. It's a big step. For some of you, this may be your first time away from home, and that can be very stressful. But before you freak yourself out about this, just remember, everyone else there is going through the exact same thing. You are not alone in your journey or what you are going through. You are a member of a team, and that team takes care of each other. Think about this. Every single member in the entire U.S. military, past or present, had to make it through basic training. You can do it too. If you have the strength and commitment to enlist, then you have the heart and the determination to see it through. It's going to be challenging, but you've got this. You're going to discover things about yourself that you didn't know. And you're going to learn that you are able to do things you never realized you were capable of. You are about to become a member of a fit, cohesive team that stands for a greater purpose. Know that what you do, regardless of your rank or position, matters. What you do and what you stand for as a soldier, sailor, airman, Marine, coastie, guardian matters to those around you and to those who depend upon you. You are about to become the embodied beacon of hope that people look to when things are dark. As a member of the armed forces, you represent that which is best in our nation. Pride, confidence, and strength, balanced with selflessness, humility, and honor. Understand that the whole world looks to you as the gold standard for what a military and a service member are supposed to be. You mean a great deal to a great many people all over the world. Know that while the nation respects, appreciates, and loves you for your sacrifice that you make as a service member, you have to earn that respect through your words and your deeds. Let me say that again. The position of honor you hold must be earned every day. It is not free. Never take for granted the position of honor you hold and never use it for your own personal gain. We exist to serve the people of the United States, to protect them, and to safeguard the American way of life, not to look for ways to get free stuff. When people see you, they see all of us who serve. So represent your nation and your branch well. Always remember that you are there to make a difference, so look for ways to do that. Seek the opportunities to make things better and help to accomplish the mission, whatever that mission may be, and you will do well. For all the parents out there, as a parent myself, it is completely understandable to be a little apprehensive about one's son or daughter joining to serve in the military, knowing that they will leave home, undergo tough training in the rain, the cold, and the heat, possibly even snow, knowing your child would be pushed to find their limits and then learn how to push themselves past those limits. It is completely reasonable to worry about them, but there's also a great sense of pride in knowing that your son or daughter is willing to stand in defense of those who cannot defend themselves. That they see the value of being part of something bigger than themselves. These young men and women are the very definition of selfless and caring. It says something about them that they are willing to step out and answer the call to defend the Constitution of the United States and the freedoms it represents. There's something very noble about anyone who steps forward and says, "Send me. Send me to ensure that this great nation we call home, and that is a beacon of hope to so many, never perishes from this earth." Yes, I think there's something noble there that one can be quite proud of. And if you're a parent who raised a child into a young adult that believes in these ideals and is willing to go and to put them into action, then you should definitely be proud of the job you did. So to our newest enlistees in the armed forces of the United States of America, I welcome you. Welcome to the greatest team in the world. Welcome to my team. Welcome to your team. I'm proud to call you my teammate, and I look forward to serving alongside you. Iron soldiers, Army strong, El Paso strong. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant Major Williams. That's an excellent message. Enlistees, remember that wherever you go in this world, that you will always have the support of the American people here at home. We will always wave our flag of freedom while you uphold its significance of glory. Please watch the following videos.
Hi, this is Rocky Blyer, formerly of the Pittsburgh Steelers and four-time Super Bowl champion and Vietnam veteran. One of the things I'm most proud of is the ability to have served our country, even at a time when being in the military was not so popular.
My name is Terry Moore, and I want to thank the class of 2021 for making the decision to serve our country.
Hey everyone, this is Rocco Grimaldi of the Nashville Predators. I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for your willingness to enlist. As a proud American, I'm extremely grateful for your sacrifice, and I'm praying for you guys.
We live in this great country, and our armed forces protect us, look after us, and fight for us. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, and God bless you.
So I want to thank you for your career choice, your selflessness, your patriotism in serving this great nation to continue to defend the freedoms we enjoy. Thank you.
There can be no finer calling than serving one's country. Hello and congratulations on your patriotic decision to serve our country. I'm John Bird, and it's my distinct privilege to address you today as you embark in an exciting new adventure in the United States military. I want to pass along my heartfelt thanks for your solemn commitment to this country and your fellow Americans. It's truly inspiring to see young men and women willing to serve a cause greater than themselves by wearing the cloth of our nation. Today, few can serve, and even fewer answer the call. Less than 30% of high school graduates possess the character, physical, or skill requirements needed to meet the military's robust standards. You are truly a unique and special group that makes your families very proud. More years ago than I care to reveal, I was in your same shoes. As the son of a Navy sailor, I too made the decision to serve my country and was fortunate and blessed to retire as a Vice Admiral after 35 years of naval service. Today, I continue to serve those in uniform at USAA, where I lead the military affairs team. It's been a great honor to work at USAA, which was founded by the military, for the military, and has been serving those in uniform and their families for almost 100 years. USAA, a company that embodies the military values of honesty, integrity, loyalty, and service, has a noble mission to support those who serve our country, a mission that I'm proud to be a part of. Now, as you're about to get underway on this incredible journey, know how much your nation needs you and how very proud we all are of you. I have no doubt that in the years to come, you will look back on this as a pivotal moment in your life. Thank you again for your service, and as we say in the Navy, I wish you fair winds and following seas.
Hello, I'm Lee Greenwood. I'd like to add my congratulations and thanks to all the young men and women who will sign up and take the oath to the United States Army today. It's very important that you know that we pray for your strength and for your safety. Here's my song, God Bless the USA. If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the Thank you so much, and God bless the United States of America.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the El Paso County Judge, Judge Ricardo Samaniego.
Well, thank you, and it gets emotional when you see all of this happening and the farewell, but you know, it's I've gotten a lot of being a county judge. I've had such amazing experiences, but I can tell you, being around the military, being around veterans has been it's just been amazing. Because as much as I understood as to what it means and the camaraderie and the coming together, I really didn't quite understand it. You know, I had a brother from the Army, Captain Chito Samaniego. He was killed in Vietnam as a helicopter pilot, and that was always a passion for me, and I always wanted to do something that meant, you know, what can I do for the community? What can I do that makes things better? And I have found that helping, being here today is quite a privilege and an honor. And I think of anything that today these young men and women that are here ready to be enlisted, I hope more than anything that you feel our compassion and how we feel about you leaving and doing something as great for us. That you are standing up, that you're going to get enlisted, you're going to do things for us every single day. That you are going to be able to do something for this great nation. You know, just hearing Command Sergeant Major Michael Williams, I mean, I was ready to enlist right now, I mean, after you spoke. But I think we could say a tremendous amount of things, but he's the product of what he's telling will happen. He's a product, and you can see who he is, his courage, a great gentleman, and you're able to see that's at the end of my road when I get there, when I do the right things, when I do the things that he did, that's the possibility. And this is something you can visualize, it's something you can feel as he spoke. I'm very grateful of Mr. Paul Albright of the City Veterans Affairs and from our county, Carl Dyer for the county veterans as a veterans manager. I thank you for this. And I thank you because we have to do something that's incredible for these young men and women to feel and understand our commitment to what they're about to accomplish. You know, a lot of things happened with the pandemic. A lot of bad things happened. A lot of disastrous things happened. Families were hurt quite a bit. But it also made us stronger. 2 years ago, when I was here being part of the salute, the community salute, I wasn't quite sure, and I would think, are they ready to make this huge step? But anyone who went through the pandemic and still is willing to enlist is really an attribute to who they are as individuals. Because I can tell you that a lot of individuals have done the opposite. It scared them. They don't know where to go. It's sort of a panic. It's sort of, what do I do with my life? But when you go through something as difficult as a pandemic, and you're still willing to stand up and enlist to do something as incredible and so good for our community, it says a lot about each and every one of you. I'm sure that it made you stronger and more courageous because of all the things you had to do. Most of us haven't gone through that. Most of us didn't have to go through high school and deal with this external virus and situation like each one of you had to do that. And for the parents, you know, I've been in HR, and part of my career has been seeing individuals hiring people for organizations. But I can tell you there seems to be sort of a gap when they come into the workforce. And it's almost like we have to take on the leadership, the skills, the quality, the things that they have to do to get them ready. But when I have a veteran and someone who's been in the military, it's completely different. There's something different. Their leadership skills, the discipline, the understanding, the ability to have respect for authority. There's a lot of things that happen. So as parents, I think you should feel extremely comfortable and secure that they're going to go through a process that's going to make them much better than going directly to work or to the workforce. And so I know that one of the things that we are really proud of is that El Paso has an incredible way of, nurturing individuals in our community. They come out of El Paso very different. I hear that from individuals like our ex-president from UTEP, Dr. Natalicio, talking about the types of individuals that come from El Paso. And so I know who you are. I know what you're all about. You're going to be generous. You're going to be respectful. You're going to be courteous. You're going to be wanting to do and make a difference. I think that's what El Paso represents, those kinds of individuals. And so I know you're going to do a great job and be a great ambassador for El Paso. But I want you to know that we want you back. I want you to know that we are going to be waiting for you. This is an extraordinary community that's veteran ready. We've got this incredible military here with Fort Bliss. We've got some of the most outstanding veterans that you'll ever see. They work for our community, individuals like Gus Rodriguez, who has done such an incredible job of showing what veterans are all about. So we want you to come back, and we want you to be part of this community. We want people. We wait for people to come out of Fort Bliss, and we're hoping that they stay because we know they're going to be much better. And we also know that if you're from El Paso and you come back after all your experiences and travels and everything that you do, I think you're going to be very welcomed in this community. So once again, I thank you for your courage. I thank you for everything that you stand for. But like I said, you're going to come back to a community that's going to embrace you, and that I know you'll make a huge difference while you're out there. You're going to make a huge difference for our community here in El Paso. I congratulate you. I thank the parents, the family, and the friends that encourage. Remember that when they leave, they still need your support. They still need to hear from you. They still need to feel that we love them while they're gone. And I welcome you, and I hope that I'll be back here one day when you come back and be part of this incredible community. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Samaniego. In an attempt to make this event as personal as possible in a virtual environment, we've gathered the names of all of our high school seniors who will soon become U.S. service members. Please watch for your name. thank you again for attending today's ceremony. As you know, an event like this is not put together easily. I would like to thank our city TV staff who is behind the cameras making this happen, and our city PIO staff for ensuring our message is spread throughout the community. I would like to also thank our U.S. Armed Forces recruiters who work hard on a daily basis to offer opportunities to serve our country. If you're interested in joining the Armed Forces, please contact your local recruiters. On behalf of the City of El Paso and our national sponsors, we wish you the best in your military journey, and we look forward to seeing you when you come home. Thank you for attending, and always remember, our community salutes those whom serve. Have a good evening.